money. Remember that one time that I helped you change that toilet paper roll? I need $50,000.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Charity. That's Brinley over there. And this is my mom. Her name is Jen.
Hi everybody.
She was in my last video. Same day, different video.
Yep. Different place, different couch.
There might be a couple more videos that look kind of the same coming out here in the next couple weeks.
Yep. Probably a couple Shih Tzus thrown around in there. Maybe a lab if she makes an appearance. You never know.
We're just eating baby cookies.
Good job, Mia, for stealing from the baby. You
Anyways,
garbage can with 4 legs.
Today's video is asking my mom questions that you're too afraid to ask your mom. I asked you guys on Instagram and on TikTok for you guys' questions, and I got a lot. So I'm sorry if your question is not in here, but I will try my best to get them all without making this an hour-long video. So yeah, let's get into it. The first one is, can my boyfriend sleep over?
Okay, so first off, you have to understand I'm a very unconventional mom. Some moms take things very seriously, and I grew up with a stepmom who forgot what it was like to be a kid. So, and a teenager, and everything. She was evil. But that's beside the point. I allowed my son to have his girlfriend sleep over.
That was me.
After I let my son convince me to let his girlfriend move in.
That was me.
With her ugly little rat things.
They were fairy.
As you can clearly see, she is insane.
They were ugly. Anyways, so I'm a really unconventional mom because I'm okay with a lot of stuff.
And then allowed her son to get married at 17 to said girlfriend.
Which I married them.
She did.
Totally did. In the front room.
She's just feeding the dog at this point. It's still recording.
Okay. So I know that kids are going to have sex. I had sex. My kids had sex. Not all of them, but some of them. The other half of them have. So I'm not stupid about what kids are going to do. I'm more concerned if it's going to be disruptive in my household or not. That's another video. That's not on a family channel. Charity.
Who knows? We might get into that. There's some more questions.
Who knows? It could happen. I, as a mom, do not have a problem with that at a reasonable age.
Is it okay for me to shave my pubes at a young age?
Okay, so you need to understand that I, at the age of 14, 15, and 16, did not understand that that was a possibility. I looked like I had...
That was a Cheeto, sorry.
A small... I looked like I came from like a 1970s porn video. Do anything with that down there at all. It was just straight armpits and the legs. And even the legs, I only shaved to my kneecaps because I didn't know you could shave above those. I wasn't given any information when I grew up at all. So I had to learn a lot. And then with no Google, it was really bad.
So you would rather them shave it?
I would rather them do what's comfortable for you.
That makes sense.
If you're concerned that it's sticking out of the side of your underwear, maybe trim that back a little bit. Or your bikini. It's not a good look, but yeah.
I also kind of have a funny story. Obviously you guys know this is my mother-in-law. She's my mom.
Yeah.
You guys know I have nothing to do with my actual mom. My actual mom allowed me to start shaving my legs. And she was super strict about this. Allowed me to start shaving my legs, but only below the kneecap in 5th grade because I had dark hair. And at that point, I just didn't talk to her about anything.
Yeah.
So I felt like if I was shaving my pubes, it wasn't any of her business what I did with my pubes.
I wasn't allowed to use tampons until ever. I actually had to hide them. So that's how my upbringing was.
Yeah, I don't get the point though.
Yeah.
I think if like you want to do that, that's cool. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, how old do you think I was when I lost my virginity?
Okay, so if these questions are supposed to be based on of how I would respond that as a mom, I know you were in like, what, 7th grade?
No.
8th grade?
Yeah.
Okay, one of the two, it was like in between them.
I wasn't here in 7th grade.
No, 8th grade.
And how old were you when you lost your virginity?
Oh, freshman year of high school, Josh Metters in my front room.
So I beat you.
You totally did beat me.
You did.
However, I also didn't actually start my cycle or anything like that. I was still stuffing my bra when I was 15, almost 16. So
I didn't start mine until 8th grade.
oh wow.
I started at the beginning of 8th grade, and I lost my virginity at the end of 8th grade.
Oh yeah. So I really didn't have anything to lose because I really wasn't doing anything yet. But yep, freshman year, Josh Metters, front room floor.
This isn't a really
Wasn't
good
great either.
question because I need an angle. There we go. This isn't a really good question because you know this. What do you think my body count is?
Please don't tell me the next question is mine. Your body counts 1.
And what's your body count?
Counting dad,
Yeah.
64. I was a hoe in high school. Some people are really good at debate club.
Good at
Yeah.
spreading your legs.
I was really good at other things. So it was not debate club.
Ooh. Oh. Okay.
But it made me really well versed in anything that could possibly come up with my kids. So, there's that. For every bad thing, there's a good thing.
Ooh, that was a good one. Can I get on birth control?
You have it right there.
Okay, but this is like.
Oh, sorry, not you. I believe that birth control is a wonderful thing. I actually had ovarian cysts, and so I was put on the depot shot. It worked really great for me. It stopped all my girly hormonal crazy stuff, stopped my cycle, stopped everything.
Depot's pretty great.
Yeah, I was right. It was amazing.
But it is different for everybody.
It is. I've heard some horror stories of, because you get it every 3 months. Some girls, they bleed for like 3 months straight. That's horrible, and I'm so sorry if that happens to you. Great.
There we go.
Everything was great. It worked for me because of my actual medical issues. However, on the flip side of that, once you know you can't have kids, it makes you more active.
It makes your body count 64.
It makes your body count 64. Yes, it does.
So, yes, she thinks birth control is great.
Yes, I am very, very pro birth control. And never, ever rely on a guy for birth control.
The
Because
pull-out method doesn't work.
And if they gotta wrap it, they're gonna be lazy. Just rely on yourself. Ooh, munchkin.
In case you guys saw that, she's fine. See?
Yeah.
She's good.
Rely on yourself, because at the end of the day, I don't care how old you are, all you got is yourself to rely on. Handle yourself before you worry about somebody else handling it. Go for it
Again,
again.
see, it wouldn't be my video if she's not trying to.
Would not be. Nope.
Okay, so I think I might be pregnant. I'm 16. How do I tell my mom?
Don't ply her with alcohol. I'm telling you right now, drunk moms, when you give them that kind of information, you got a 50-50 shot of like, oh my God, my baby! Or like, alright, cool.
I'm sorry, guys.
My question would be, have you been in a long-term relationship? I mean, God, there's so many variables on that one. If your mom is really, really strict, it's not going to end well no matter how you tell her. There are so many variables on that. If you've got a really strict upbringing or you're religious, you got a helicopter mom, some of them may not be really cool on that one. God, I wish I could give you better advice, but not a lot of moms are like me. I'm normally just like, hey, okay, well, it happened, so let's figure it out. Some moms are gonna lose their mind. So
I think it's better. Oh my goodness!
Brenly is playing with the phone today.
I think it's going to be better to just come out and say it.
Yeah.
Honestly, because like they might be mad to begin with, but they're your mom. I feel like they're gonna get over it at some point.
And honestly, if you do go out and straight out and tell them, like, hey, mom, so guess what? You're about to be a grandma. Expect them to freak out no matter what.
Yeah.
There is no one that's going to be like, Oh, well, that's nice, dear. I'm so glad. So it's Tuesday. Okay, so I'm going to go and cook dinner.
Oh my gosh. There we go.
They don't do that. They will freak out. They will cry. They will scream. They'll be like, what were you thinking? Just breathe it in. Realize it's going to take a moment. Okay? If you got to back up and walk away from the situation, let them focus, then let them do it.
And
Honey
if my
buns.
mom is a smartass and they ask, how did this happen? Just look and be like, you know how it happened.
Square peg, round hole.
I'm kidding, don't do that. They'll probably
Square peg, round hole.
they'll probably get mad.
Yeah.
Don't say that. That was a joke.
Yeah.
Okay. I am bi. How do I tell my mom?
Well,
Bye, bye.
honestly, honey,
Sorry.
stop it.
That's my dad.
Yeah, that's my other half.
Well, that's Austin's dad. Again, you're gonna have to get used to the family situation.
Yeah, it's kind of complicated.
Oh my goodness. You know what? Let's go see your papa.
Yeah.
Let's go see your papa.
Let's go see Papa while Nana answers the question. Okay, so, you're bi. Okay, so, honestly, unless you're planning on bringing both sides home, do you need to tell her?
Do you know what bi is, Mom?
Yeah, you go one way and then you go the other.
You like boys and girls, so you're not dating both at the same time.
I've seen some videos.
That's not bad. Broke my nail.
No, but you like girls and you like guys.
Yeah.
So, I mean, unless you're gonna bring home Sarah this week, and in 2 weeks you're gonna bring home Brad. I mean, a lot of times, honestly, parents kind of know. Like, I was really surprised. Like, my oldest son, I swear to God, he was gay. Like, ever.
Is there a glare?
And then, yes.
Okay. Sorry,
Then
guys.
Then I found out that he actually had a girlfriend and that he'd had sex, and I was like, so what's his name? Oh, my ex-husband did not take that well. Yeah, because I automatically assumed that my son was gay. And I was like, cool, so what's his name? It's a girl. I was like, okay. Wait, so Quentin's not gay?
Good for him?
Cool. I mean, what else? I'm cool with that.
Can I wear a thong?
Yes. Panty lines are evil, and they make you look like you got granny butts. Okay, and I work in a nursing home. I know what Depends butt looks like. It's like a broken watermelon. Yes, you can wear thongs. And if for some reason your mom is not okay with it,
Hide
then
them.
you hide them. And if you have to, you wear them underneath your granny panties, and then you get to school and you take off the granny panties. That's what you do. That is my personal advice.
So, Austin.
But don't sick your mom on me if she has a fit.
Yeah.
And hand wash them. Don't put them in the laundry.
Austin's sister, Ariana, wanted to wear thongs, but their biological mom wouldn't let them. So we kind of double teamed that. I was Ariana's neighbor, bought her some thongs. She washed them for her. It was good. It worked.
The only moment that was weird was when my husband put them in my drawer thinking they were mine. He's like, well, whose are these? Did you get new underwear? I was like, no, those are Nana's.
Well, they
What?
ain't mine.
But he did that with us too.
He did. Yeah.
So.
He could never figure out which one had the thongs.
And it didn't help that we were basically the same size.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So, when was your first kiss? And how was your first kiss?
First kiss was when I was 7 years old, Daniel Boone, in Noti, Oregon, up in a treehouse. And it was horrible, but I was 7, so, that happens. But that was the very first kiss.
Mine was in first grade. His name was Walker, and it was like a peg. It wasn't like anything. But he broke up with me 2 weeks later because I broke his nose.
Oh, Daniel Boone tried to stick his tongue down my throat and tickle my tonsils. It was gross.
7!
I know. Well, I don't know what his parents taught him, but it was not what my mom taught me.
Oh gosh. Would you ever let me drink with? So did you guys see our last video?
Okay, so I am.
Our last video, you guys asked what's our favorite memory together, and we said in the pool, and that's basically as far as we went.
And that's as far as we're going to go because there's laws. But, okay, so in all honesty, I am a firm believer of my children of a decent age drinking at home. I believe all children should be able to drink around their parents. I would rather have my children drink around me and my husband than to go out to a party or sneak it. Dad is playing with Bren. I would much rather have my kids drink at home and be able to have me watch them, make sure that they're okay. Because you don't know how it's going to affect you. And if you're not at home by somebody that can actually take care of you, anything could happen.
So a good like example of how like our relationship worked when it came to like drinking is Austin and I really wanted to go to a senior skip day, and she really didn't care what we did. We skipped school as juniors, and she was like, I just need to know, is there going to be alcohol there? And we were like, yes. And she goes, if anything happens, call me. I'll come pick you up or all your friends up and bring you home.
Oh, yeah.
So she would much rather know about it and much rather it be in her own house than us be somewhere that she doesn't know if we're safe or not.
And it is such a cliche, but I would much rather get a phone call from you saying, Mom, I was totally drunk off my butt and I needed to come get me.
Mom, I was totally drunk off my butt and I needed to come get me.
Than having a cop say, Mrs. Knutson, there's been an accident.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I can't kick your butt if you're dead.
Have you ever done drugs?
Oh, God, 3 times, and it was the worst thing ever. So I was drunk in high school. Screwdrivers before first period horticulture class. Started getting a headache, right? So this freaking beefcake.
Beefcake?
Dude, he was. His name was Bryce. Oh, he was hot.
Puts in a picture of The Rock.
Total putz. But thank you. Wanted to touch his honey. It was amazing. Anyways, so he ended up giving me speed when I had a headache. Gave me speed after being completely plowed. So that resulted in 7 days of suspension and drug and alcohol canceling. That was fun. Not only that, but 2 broken ribs from my biological father who beat the living crap out of me.
Every time.
The second time that I did drugs, I did acid. Thanks to my first husband. Never done it before, ever. Found out 5 days after I did it, I was a month pregnant with my firstborn. So, crappy mom there. Can't take that back. Thank God he turned out to be not totally horrible. Has his issues, but his dad raised him for the last 4 years of his life up until recently, and so his real dad just screwed him up. And then, after I had Quentin, we were in Germany, and my ex-husband was going out to sleep with Germany. Didn't know that at the time. And so I was like, fine, I'm going to go up to the neighbor's house. So a 6-pack of Miller Genuine Draft, followed by half a bottle of Wildberry Alizé. They did pot. Now, anyone who's ever done pot, supposedly you're not supposed to drink and do that at the same time.
90% of the world does.
Okay, I don't know. I've only done it once. Never do it again. I crawled down 3 flights of stairs on my hands and knees and saw the inside of my toilet in a way that only the manufacturer has ever seen it. I will never do drugs again. It ended badly for me all 3 times. 3 strikes, I'm out. I'm good. I like my wine.
I have smoked weed or like took a dab. Same thing, right? And I hated it. I threw up everywhere. So.
Ooh, horrid.
Yeah. Won't ever do it again. This is my favorite one. Was I an accident or am I adopted?
So, Charity is a willingful adoption. So I adopted.
Most adoptions are willingful. You don't just go adopt someone that you don't want.
I was trying to make it sound like you were special. Shut up. Charity is special because I chose to adopt her when I didn't have to. That makes it different. Adoptions, you go and you're like, I'm going to go and adopt a child. I want to be able to have a child. I adopted Charity because, well, her mom's...
You guys saw that video.
Wow. So that's a wow. I adopted Charity because she is my daughter in every way other than biological. I did not have to adopt my daughter. She is not legally my daughter. She is legally my daughter-in-law.
Yeah. Yes.
But she is not legally my daughter. I didn't go through all the paperwork and make her legally mine. I did make her mother sign paperwork to give her to me, if that counts.
And you guys also know about that fake document that she tricked her into signing. Story time that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's how good I am. So I chose to adopt her even though I never had to.
Yeah. Should I wait until marriage
For what?
to have sex?
Oh my God, no. No. Okay, so best way to explain this, I'm like the queen of metaphors. Let me explain this to you. If you have only had a Big Mac your whole life, okay? Now I'm talking Big Macs like your virginity, okay? You've only had that Big Mac your whole life. And then you wait until this special magical day. That's so wonderful. To get married, find that true love of your life. And then all of a sudden you have a chicken sandwich. Now, you're going to have a chicken sandwich for the rest of your life. So you better like chicken sandwiches. Because you're only going to have a chicken sandwich. Like this chick. She's going to have a freaking chicken sandwich for the rest of her life.
I am good, but I'm okay with that.
See, I was not okay with that.
I have a pretty good chicken sandwich.
That's why my counts in the 60s. So, that's great. I'm glad. But, I never like when you go to the store. Do you try on a dress before you buy it? Yes, you do. You try on that dress to make sure it fits. Now, would you take that dress home knowing you could never return that dress? And if it didn't fit, you just are stuck with it? No, you wouldn't.
Depending on the sale, I would.
No. If you get something that cheap, you don't want it anyway. Take it home.
Okay, I guess in that case, I did have sex before marriage.
Yes.
And I decided to keep that one.
Yes, you did. Which is, yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess that works.
See? It works. You have to try out the merchandise. You got to try it on before you buy it. Because you may be stuck with it forever.
I like this next question.
Shoot.
Don't
What
try
would
on
you-
every damn dress.
I tried on a lot of dresses before you, prom boy.
Try on a good dress.
What would you say if I told you I had an OnlyFans? And do you know what an OnlyFans is?
And OnlyFans?
Yeah.
What is that, like a Dyson?
No. Is it a vacuum?
Dyson makes fans too.
OnlyFans is like a website / like app where you sell your nudes and like make bank.
Okay. If you've got a banging body and you're very comfortable with yourself, do it. If you're doing it because you're poor and your man don't want to work or something, don't do it. Don't like ghetto yourself for that. No man's worth it. Do you? Oh, okay.
Thinking about it.
I was like,
You know how much money they make?
I don't know, but you need to let me know the website before Daddy over there has a moment and gets
Oh.
on some porn.
Okay. So my phone died, and then we took a food break, and now we're back. Okay, the next one is: do tampons hurt?
Tampons in general do not hurt. However, there's a thin line on that. So putting a tampon in is fine when you're on your cycle.
Yeah.
Now, if you're at the end of your cycle and you think that you may do more than what you're actually gonna be doing, and you try to take that thing out, it's
I wouldn't say it hurts. It's uncomfortable.
it is uncomfortable. It's not a pain. It is. I don't even know how to describe it because it's like a toilet paper roll that you're trying to pull out of the inside of you.
It's just very dry.
Very
And
dry.
it hurts. It doesn't hurt. It's just it doesn't feel good.
Yeah, it's not feel good.
The same thing of like if you don't put it up high enough.
Oh, then you got like the little bit sticking out at the bottom, and you can feel like it rubs against your
And,
underwear
like, you move
when like you're
it.
walking.
Yeah.
And you got like a little chunk sticking out, and you're like, "What is wrong with me?" And then you feel it, and you got like a quarter of an inch sticking out, and you're like, "Oh, okay, now I either got to try to shove it back up in
Or
there,
you just got a new one.
or you got a new one."
Yeah.
And 90% of the times when I'm like having that moment, I'm like, I don't have one with me. Okay, let's see what we can do.
So this one, is there a right age for you to get on birth control?
No. Definitely on birth control, in my opinion, before you even think about becoming sexually active. Not be like right before, that's just dumb. If you're gonna get on something like the day before or the week before, there's no guarantee it's gonna change everything to stop a pregnancy. But if you even think that you may be going down that route, get on it. Do it.
I think if you're getting to the point where you're getting into relationships that can lead to that, get on it.
Yeah. Because just in general, with the right person, sex is very fun. However, if you have an oops, raising a baby isn't easy.
Yeah.
So,
Especially when it comes to like the teen parent community, a lot of the dads don't stay.
yeah,
As sad as it is, it's true.
makes very valid sense. Practicing's all sorts of fun.
Until
It's-
it makes a baby.
Until it makes a baby, and then you have a lot of changes you've got to make real quick. 9 months may seem like a long time, but
It's not.
life is a long time. 9 months, it's a second.
Yeah.
And your whole world changes in 9 months.
Yep.
Then you got saggy stuff. Saggy stuff is real. It's real.
My boobs are so perky.
I had to get a boob job.
My boobs are so perky.
I look like tennis or tube socks with like tennis balls at the end.
I
It
had
was bad. You could
a
milk me. It was horrible.
nice size C. That was super pretty. I never had to wear a bra in my life. Yeah.
I never had a stretch mark in my life.
Oh, I had those.
I have them by my hoo-ha,
Same.
which is a real thing. You can get stretch marks by your hoo-ha.
And on top of it, I got those from pregnancy.
I got them all on my thighs.
I
I got
got
one on
them-
the back of my calf. It happened, like right here.
I have them down to here.
Yeah, so don't think that pregnancy is just like, ooh, my belly's gonna change. No. I look like a jumbo olive on a toothpick.
So the question,
Oh,
is
yeah,
there
sorry.
a right age for birth control?
Sorry.
I don't necessarily think there's a right age, but I think it needs to happen months before you think you're going to be sexually active.
I agree completely.
And disclaimer, if you are having sex with multiple partners, use a condom. Birth control does not protect you from STDs.
Yes, and as Bob Barker once said, have your pet spayed or neutered. I know, none of your people are going to know who the heck Bob Barker is. He's- He used to say that at the end of, Wheel of Fortune. Oh my God, now I can't remember the name of it. He had like this tiny little microphone, and at the end of every show, he'd be like, help control the pet population. Have your pet spayed or neutered.
Okay. Well, that's all the
Ah.
questions for this video.
God, I hate it when I have a blonde moment and then I can't finish the rest of the moments.
That's all the questions for this video. So,
Price is Right. It was the Price is Right. Back before Drew Carey, because he's doofus.
if you like us, if you like seeing this content, make sure to subscribe down below. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button. Follow us on our social medias. I will have them up on the screen right now and in the description box down below. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.